Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to keep it real estate with you today and talk about something that gets a lot of lip service within the real estate industry, but to be honest, doesn't get practiced a lot. And also, to be honest, doesn't get a lot of attention or notice in the general public outside of the real estate industry. And that issue that I want to talk about is safety. So, real estate agents are working with the general public all the time. And for the most part, we're working with people that we know, our friends, our families, referrals from people within our network. So there's a common bond and connection there. But there are situations where we are put in situations where we're meeting new clients for the very first time, or someone contacts us who we don't know who they are, and we don't know their situation or even this person at all. Some of those ways is some realtors buy leads online from websites like Zillow and places like that. Sometimes when you list a home, you'll just get someone that picks up the phone and calls you, and you're talking to someone that way, and you try to be honest and ethical with them, but at the same time, you don't know that person, you don't know what their motives are. And then probably the most exposed and dangerous situation for a real estate agent is open houses. You're sitting in an open house. Oftentimes you're there by yourself. You've marketed this open house online to the general public, and the general public basically has access to that home and to you in a fairly private setting and fairly private way that leaves you very exposed. So safety is an important thing in our industry for all of you realtors out there. And for all of you in the general public, future home buyers, current home buyers, home sellers, for you guys, what you can do is, find a realtor that you know and trust. Interview your realtors. Talk with people so that those realtors, know who you are. Don't just pick up the phone and call, a sign or click a button on a website and send a lead to, whoever. You should have someone. It behooves you that you have someone working in your best interest, but also it helps those realtors know that they're going to be safe. They're working with people that they know and they trust. You're working with a realtor that you know and trust, and go about it that way. So that's what you can do as a general public. Now, this all just hit home a little too intensely recently because we got a letter from our president of our Coldwell Banker franchise here in Fort Wayne. And this last Sunday, one of our realtors was holding an open house. This wasn't in one of our Fort Wayne offices, but was in one of our other offices. They were holding an open house, and a gentleman came in. I believe this realtor was a lady. A gentleman came in. He was the only one there. She showed him the house. He asked to see the basement, and being fairly aware and fairly trained in this situation, she pointed him in the direction of the basement. She allowed him to go down the stairs first, and she led him up the stairs first on her way out. And as she got to the top of the stairs, she was tased, had enough strength to kick him away and run out of the house. Although very disoriented, getting out of the house was enough to allow neighbors on a nice sunny day who were outside working in the yard to realize something was wrong. The gentleman left the house, got in his car. The neighbors surrounded him, took pictures, got pictures of his plates, and luckily this gentleman was caught and arrested. Extremely serious, scary situation with luckily minimal damage. But the story goes, and I don't know all the details, but what the police caught with this man in his possession, in his car, there was a whole lot more serious intent to harm than just tasing one of our realtors. And that's scary. That's super scary. Me, as a 6'1", 190-pound male, I have no idea what it feels like to be scared when I'm one-on-one with a person. But I do personally try to practice great safety habits as a good example to all the realtors in my company and in our market. So I recently got a text message from a new potential client who I had never met before. what I asked her to do is I asked her to send me a photo of her ID so that I could verify that the name that she gave me is the name that shows on her identification. I told her she could scratch out any other information she didn't want me to have. And she was willing to do that, and I'm appreciative. I'm just trying to set a good example. You know, like I said, I'm not often scared, but you can never be too careful out there. So for all my realtor friends, heed this warning. Be on the lookout. Don't just give it lip service, but practice a great example for yourself, for your colleagues, for those in your company, for your family. And just be safe out there. Look out for one another. And for those in the general public, if you're worried about your safety with a realtor, you know, call someone you trust. Call me. You know, call someone that'll keep it real estate. That's the biggest thing is just having people that you trust, working with people that you trust. So everyone be safe out there. Enjoy this spring weather. Enjoy this beautiful week. I love you. God bless.
Keep it real. I keep it real. I keep